Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to Sunless Sea. Oh, goodness me. Good evening, everybody. I hope we're doing well. I got distracted. I was going to make myself a cup of tea. And then I enjoyed a musical for 10 minutes instead. So give me a second while I put that together. And then I'll be right with you. If you guys are interested, that particular tune was one All in London tune by the Stupendium. If you guys are interested in shuffling on and taking a look at that, it was made during the release of the third All in London franchise game, a visual novel called Mask of the Rose, but that is not what we're playing today. Today, we are playing Sunless Sea. Yes. Sunless Seas indeed. You're having a hard time not making an iceberg joke. I mean, I'm not entirely certain that icebergs exist on the sea. But I'm sure we shall find out at some point in the future. Yes. So, one second, everybody. I need to make sure that my other set of headphones are plugged in. And additionally, I need to make sure that I exist. Hello. I'm here. I'm here, everybody. I'm here. Let me just plug this in. If it'll let me. There we go. But yes. Today we are playing Sunless. Sunless Seas. If it'll let me. Hold on. I need to move this down very slightly. There. That should be good, right? No, that should be fine. Okay, right, cup of tea. My apologies, everybody. I had meant to do this earlier, but as I said, I got distracted. And apparently those distractions are more common and more normal for me than I had realized. I have a massive thing of paperwork that I need to send off at some point in the next few days. To catch you all up on the state of affairs, as well. There it is. To catch you all up on the state of affairs of my life, I've spent the past week probably filling in paperwork and gathering the required levels of evidence, etc., etc. It's been a bleak and boring process. That cannot be helped, I suppose. I've had assistance in actually keeping me focused on task. Luca has been very, very helpful with that. Otherwise, it could be even longer. Cup of tea. Bit for, definitely not a king. we take what we can get down here and down here underneath. Oh, goodness. Right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Sunless Sea. This is a game set in the universe of Fallen London. And Fallen London, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the series, essentially is set within the Victorian period of London, where the great city of London was dragged down into the great caverns of the Neath, of the beneath or the Neath, and there it now sits, slowly descending into misery, as it were. Okay. But yes, today we are delving into Sunless Sea, and I'm going to continue whatever I was doing last time, which was a long time ago, and we're gonna see what I was actually pottering around about doing. Oh, I see. I died. Got it. Uh-huh. Well, alright then. Lost with all hands, into the darkness you will be mourned. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Your first captain has died. Don't worry, these things happen. Explore boldly with your next captain. Choose a legacy to preserve something for your next captain. Continue. I see. We have begun. We have died. Welcome to Fallen London. It's about part and parcel for this whole thing. Okay. I was... a salvager. I think the money might be useful at this point. Actually, no, hold on. Or we can get a comatose ferret or a... Starting chart. Ooh. Yes. We will keep the chart. Actually, no, we will go for the money. The money will be more useful in this instance. Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. Choose a past. Who were you? I was... a street urchin. Once upon a time, your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy you a ship. Okay. Now have 1 times Longshanks Gunner, 25 times Veils, and someone is looking for passage. Choose an ambition. Let's see. You need Impossible 1. Okay. Let's go with gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece, retire. Objective, ambition, quality has now become London's most venerated explorer. A last scrap of paperwork. I am captain. As a referral to whom I am. Continue. My name is Lucian V. Ghost. And my portraiture... Nothing with a beard. Nothing with a moustache. Sure. That seems to fit, that one there. Accept. Alright. So, where are we right now? We are in the Wolfstack docks at Fallen London. It is the starting area for the game, and interestingly, we died to get here. Because the last time I played this, I died. Okay. Let's see. In our hold, we have 10 fuel, 5 supplies, a book of advice for captains, and an Invictus token. Our engine and our deck are fine. Ding. Objectives and story progress are on the right-hand side. Mouse over an icon or click on the category heading to see the details. Ah. Okay, lineage. Captains have died. These things happen. Others will challenge the unto Z. Quality of lodgings. A room above the helmsman. Go past a street urchin. Ambition. Become London's most venerated explorer. Miscellaneous. A request for passage. Shipyard. My current ship is a sorcerer. A Ligeia class steamer. Okay. That cost 2,000 echoes. Lampad class cutter. Corsid class corvette. All of these things are quite expensive. And at the highest class, we have the Escatologue class dreadnought. Okay. Shops, very quickly. We will buy... I see. We will buy 10 fuel. We get surplus deck gun Mark II. Lead beater and stain rod Seaworm. Seaworm torpedoes are small but lethal. Don't underestimate them. Water weapon. I think getting a decent secondary weapon might be a good idea. The reproach. Yes. Hull damage 12, life damage 12, crew damage 1, warm up time 4. Yeah, it's just a straight upgrade. Okay, we'll sell this and we'll buy this. Okay. And we shall install on the deck the Cotterell and Heathersage Reproach. Okay. I don't think I can spend much more. We will... Let's see. Iron and Misery Company. Oh, they're expensive. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. You just realized that this sounds like SCP-1678? I mean, I'm sure there are similarities with something out there. Okay, officers. We have Longshanks Gunner, and our mascot is a comatose ferret. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, alright then. Click the launch button to leave port. Advice for captains. Labyrinth of Tigers. Lodgings. London. Blemigan. Not sure that we want the Blemigan. Well, unlocked with favors, Admiralty. Sure. The Admiralty's Survey Office. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain the Admiralty's favor. Speak to our agent there and return. Visit the port below. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station, and we're not far from home waters. Okay. The Labyrinth of Tigers is locked up now, I think. Okay. Alright. We have a passenger. There we are. Agree to carry the august travel writer to Gaida's Morn. Sure. He's prepared to pay handsomely for transport and is keen to commission your ship specifically. Welcome aboard. The august travel writer shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It's Gaida's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I hear they, He hurries over to your stoker, who is carrying his steamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourselves. Give it here. Remember, Captain, the Gaida's Morn. I'll pay you 150 echoes when we arrive. 150 echoes? Holy shit, you are loaded, man. Alright then. Gaida's Morn it is. That is, if I can remember where Gaida's Morn is. Oh, yeah, I really should have gone for the chart, shouldn't I? Oh well. Bad Stevener's Abyss. And those are the lighthouses. We have 5 supplies. I hope plenty of fuel. When there's rocks. Oh, I've arrived at a place. It is just a place, though. It is nothing major. That is a crab. And this is Mutton Island. What the fuck? Combat. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. Ow. I would like to not be attacked by that thing again. Hold up. Ugh. Why is the deck gun... Did I break the deck gun? Ow. I think I might have broken the deck gun. What did I do? No, it's fine, I think. Huh. Okay, no shops here. No shipyard. We found a secret, apparently. Okay. Murray Straits. I do not know where Gideon's Morn is. Or Gideon's Morn. Don't actually remember what it's called. I am curious. Oh, there's a thing over there. Maybe we don't go that way. Ooh, light. Light is useful. It is a single floating beacon. And a ship. A crack pirate, apparently. Interesting. Patrick's Lot. Uh-oh. Okay, time to go. There's a tier. A Z-Bat. I don't know what the Z-Bat does. A tooth-clacking treasure. A chunk of grit baked in your ship's biscuit. You crack a tooth and curse. Your crew chuckle, but when the object turns out to be a diamond, small and badly flawed, but a diamond nevertheless, they all hush. Diamonds are sacred to stone, one says. Give it to the Z, Captain. It'll be luck for us. I am keeping that, actually. Your crew are disappointed, but diamonds are diamonds. I've gained 30 echoes. I wish diamonds were worth that in Fallen London. They're worth like half an echo at best. We've gone quite a ways out. We should probably head back. Oh, fire! You pushed your engines too far too fast. Sailors scream, flames rage. Oh shit. Your heart's quality gives you a 31% chance of success. Quickly. Hearts 26 failed in a challenge. Well, shit. Huh. That ain't great. Ooh. Saints Haven. And Pigmoat Isle. No shops here. On a lonely desert beach. There is no habitation in sight, no market, only an old rotting dock. A stretch of sand thickens into a damp black earth from which sprouts stunted palms. No, not quite. Tall fungal growths with frond-like caps, as if someone had sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. Sure. War? As you step onto the quay, you hear clamour, shouts, and shooting. You can see, off in the distance, smoke rising from beyond the hill, and dots of fire flecking the horizons. Two tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving, as if awaiting your approach. A literary interlude. The following is an extract from the popular diary of a Z captain, from London to Irham, and what we did there before we arrived. Washed ashore on Mutton Island, and subsequently serialized in the Unexpurgated Gazette. The author's identity remains unknown. The tale of Pigmoat Isle, in which a delegation is made, a choice is presented, war is declared, a most singular treasure is sought by all, and a new empire is founded with tooth and claw. Oh, goodness. Seems like I'm going to be reading a lot today. Chapter 1. Hold on. Come here, everybody. There we are. Chapter 1. The Delegation. The figures were rodents. To my left was a Ratus Faber, wearing goggles, a blacksmith's apron, and an assortment of tools. To my right, an unusually large guinea pig, wearing a helmet and a breastplate, reminiscent of nothing so much as the High Middle Ages. The rat stepped forward first and bowed. Welcome, Captain, to Rat Star Island. I'm Edgar, Second Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. The rat stepped back at precisely the same moment, with what appeared to be the ease of long habit. The guinea pig scuttled forward and made a declamatory chirp. Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Cavia. I'm Lady Augusta Devereux Swinch of the Blackwater Swinches, Seneschal to our King Gracenor, first of his name. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. The two stood at attention, looking at me expectantly. I spoke to the chief engineer. His eyes had a wave-cold glint to them, and he wore his scars like jewels. A rat in the making. I asked the chief engineer to elaborate. He looked at me for a long, measured moment before speaking gruffly. We came to this island to make a home for ourselves away from London. It's cats and snuffers, it's rat-skin suits. We came to live as citizens of our own republic. We came with our tools and our teeth, our clever hands, and we made a beautiful city by the light of the rat star that shone bright and blue on Mount Ararat. The chief engineer nodded towards the distant hill. One day we braved the depths of the chicken woods, and from the top of Mount Ararat we plucked the rat star to be our light, our beacon. But the pigs of Caviar saw the light, and they lusted for it. They sent armies to rule us and steal our star. We will not permit them to take what is ours. We will resist them to our last breath. Will you join us in defeating them? Oh, goodness. I spoke to the seneschal. How did an armoured guinea pig manage to look so regal? A knight out of habit. Oh, goodness. The seneschal cleared her throat with a delicacy to rival the Duchess's own before speaking. Grace Nor of the king, our lord and sovereign, full 7 months had sojourned on the sea, conquered this land, and won the southern main. Now no fortress against him shall remain, no city walls to be left for him to gain. Save the rats that squeak behind mountain, unlikely was the lamb of our deliverance. Assured shall be our glories and their full, when our lady's eye restored be to our hall. The seneschal composed herself, then added, We saw truth and beauty by the light of Our Lady's eye on Mount Caveat, but the rats with their guns and their chatter and their peasants' politics stole it from us. We will subjugate them and take it back. They are a rabble, and we will rule them with the steel-shod velvet of our paws. Will you join us? Wow. Okay. Rat and guinea pig politics. Not something I expected to deal with today. Okay. Sure. Alright. I had heard more than enough. I was ready to make my choice. As you can well imagine, I faced quite a dilemma. Their red eyes stared up at me, waiting for my choice. Ooh. I don't know that we can broker peace here. The rats and the guinea pigs seem very intent on killing each other over this star. But at the same time, I don't really feel like siding with either of them. By the sounds of it, the guinea pigs are the natives to this island. Actually, no. From the poem, it sounds like the guinea pigs conquered the southern side, while the rats conquered the northern side. I'm uncertain. How does one decide the politics of rats when one is not a rat? We can attempt to broker peace, I think. My words helped them reach agreement. The chief engineer and the seneschal shared a look, then regarded me with scornful amusement. Yeah, no, I thought that would happen. Fine. We side with the chief engineer, I think. I'm more familiar with the rats of London than I am of the guinea pigs. I'm much more familiar with the Rattus Faber. In fact, I have cultivated friendships among them. I sided with the chief engineer. He seemed grumpy, but honest. Also, I knew all too well what rat-made weapons can do. I extended a finger to the chief engineer, who shook it grimly. The seneschal hissed and chattered her teeth in disgust, but kept her distance. "You've made the right choice," said the chief engineer. "Let me show you around. You've gained 1 fuel, 1 supplies, and an occurrence. Your memoirs, a rat in the making quality is now 1. You choose to help the rats." Chapter 3. A rat in the making. The chief engineer led me to the northern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of what can only be termed checkpoints, as fierce-eyed rats shouldered their derringers and saluted the chief engineer. Soon we came upon a small colony smaller than some of the infestations I had encountered in London flats. Perhaps only 50 Rattus Faber altogether, working diligently to fortify their side of the island. The first thing I noticed was a brilliant light beaming out from a stump of chickenwood about 6 feet high. It bathed the whole settlement in a clean blue glow, and was almost too bright to look at. By its light I could see several raised mounds of earth, suggesting shallow tunnels. An efficient fishing operation was set up by the water, an albino rat mending nets, while the others stabbed sharpened sticks into the waves. Further inland was a barracks, where a sergeant barked drills at a small squadron of fighters. My arrival drew attention, and several rats paused in their work to look at me curiously. "Welcome to Morinia." "Welcome to Morinia," said the chief engineer, voice warm with pride. "It's not much to look at now, but it will be once we've rousted the cavies. Take a stroll around while I summon the war council." With that, he vanished into one of the mounds and left me to explore. I visited the rats' barracks. The drill sergeant appeared to be sizing me up. Were the few rats around her really all she had to launch an attack? Oh, wow. We have a few options here. Okay. I took a closer look at the rat star. An excitable-looking rat was peering at it through smoky goggles, twitching her whiskers and making notes on what appeared to be real paper. Blue as a sapphire, but endlessly more brilliant. It's not a star, of course, not really. But try explaining that to the others. The chief engineer doesn't want me working too hard to convince them. Says this is better for the morale. But just look at it, look. She offered me her goggles. I managed to work them over just enough of one of my eyes to see the truth of what she was studying. It was a scintillac, but unlike any I had seen before, blue as a sapphire but more brilliant. Something about the clarity of its color was tremendously soothing. The chief science officer tittered with pleasure as I handed her goggles back. "Those of us who've been to the Cavy side of the island and lived to tell of it say there's plenty of glow there, plenty of bright in the water all around, but nothing like this. We took this from the island's center, Mount Ararat. Only it's not a mountain, of course, any more than this is a star. It's hollow, there's sweet water inside, and the coral crawling up all the walls of it, but nothing that glows save this. It's ours now, and no one can take it from us." The chief... hold on. No, I need to scroll. I visited the rats' barracks. We were fighting impressive odds. I approached the drill sergeant and went so far as to salute her, which earned me a grunt of satisfaction. The sergeant dismissed her troops and offered me a bit of chickenwood jerky to gnaw on. "There's more of us below ground," she explained, "but not enough. The cavies are bigger and there's more of them. We're better with weapons, but haven't got the stuff to make 'em with. Most of us came here as stowaways and brought nothing but food, tools, and the fur on our backs. We can fish, and we nibble the chickenwoods, but we can't make guns out of trees. The cavies came with their own steamer and seem to have endless supplies. We raid 'em sometimes, but there's so few of us, and we can never hold on to territory gained for long. But that's of no consequence. All we want is to be left in peace to build our republic. And the Rat Star," she added thoughtfully after a moment. "Of course, we want that too." Okay, so both parties came here. That both parties are not native to this island. So they're essentially fighting over the right to colonize an empty piece of rock. I headed down to the beach. Who ever heard of a rat mending a net? Where the green billows played, an albino rat smiled up at me from his mending work, looking dainty and a little shy. Chickenwood floats, especially when it's dried out and sealed, so we're able to paddle out a bit and cast our nets. We came up with all sorts of things. Blind fish, crabs, sometimes a chunk of broken tentacle. But the fishing would never be so good without the Rat Star, he beamed. I think it only draws good fish and keeps the scary ones at bay. I know the Chief Science Officer doesn't believe it, but I do. That light is our livelihood. That does make sense, actually. In the Neath, on the Untersee, many creatures do try to stay away from light. Okay. The bells of the War Council rang, and I was summoned. Chapter 4. A Vital Enterprise. The chief engineer emerged from underground with a motley assortment of other rats. He introduced them as weapons experts, strategists, and field commanders. "So, you're going to help us beat the cavies," he said, a hard edge to his voice. "But how, exactly?" I offered my strategic assistance. We engineered a distraction that the LBs could use to plunder the cavies' ship and turn the tides in their favor. Hopefully that works. Oh, we succeeded. Nice. A questing beast. I dressed up one of me sailors in a mess of shabby cloth, smeared with prisoners' honey, and instructed him to roll around in the black earth of the island. Soon we had a glorious mud monster to send thrashing through the chickenwoods towards the cavies. The distraction worked perfectly. The cavies diverted their force towards our makeshift beast, leaving the rats with very little opposition as they plundered the grounded ship. They returned triumphant, as did my sailor, laughing, having led the cavies a merry chase. Within a few hours, the rats' diligence had resulted in the building of a remarkable cache of weapons, with which they successfully routed their enemy. The rats, ever egalitarian, shared their spoils in addition to the promised food and fuel. Ooh. I really wish I could transfer this to Fallen London. 4 bales of parabola linen? My god, that stuff is expensive! Oh, goodness. You succeeded in a Veil's challenge. An occurrence, your Pigmote Isle might quality is now 4, vulnerable. Your Pigmote Isle civilization quality is now 5, unexceptional. Pigmote Isle spirit quality is now 3, conflicted. You have 1 times scintillac, coral that glimmers as if moonlit. It makes marvelous jewelry or terribly expensive tea. How very fun. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. At least these rats don't try to eat you? I mean, yeah, there is that. There is that. Let's see. The house of Cavi had fallen. Mourinho was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night then. Interesting. Hi, Madeline. Welcome. Thank you for the check-in. We have a choice. We can either invite one of the Ratusfaber to join us as we leave, or we can intercede on behalf of the Cavies. What do we think, chap? Do we want to attempt to... Do we just leave and invite one of the rats to come with us? Or do we stay a while longer and, you know, make sure that peace reigns on this island rather than constant rebellion? What do we think, chap? A choice must be made. I'm leaning towards peace, to be honest. I'm leaning towards peace. It seems the right thing to do, perhaps. Though I'm not entirely certain. Thank you for the mint, by the way, Madeline. It is most appreciated. I think I'll lean towards peace. We will intercede on behalf of the Cavies. The satisfaction of victory. I appeal to the chief engineer's moral fortitude and sense of fair play. Perhaps the Cavies suffered the loss of the light from the center of the island. Perhaps they were only trying to get it back, not steal it from the rats. The chief engineer looked troubled, but he shook his head. You fought one battle, Captain, he said gravely. We've fought hundreds against them. They're monsters, pure and simple, and the sooner we're rid of them, the better. Rid of them? I saw by the light of the scintillac a dozen rats using the steam pinnace's supplies to build something that looked remarkably like a sausage machine. Ooh. Well, I guess I'll leave them to it. Right. Well, let's take a rat with us. 1 times albino tinkerer. You've lost 1 times Pigmote Isle civilization. New total 4. Troubled. The chief engineer couldn't leave his colony, but he relayed my request to his people. The albino rat I saw mending nets shyly stepped forward. I'm good at fixing things, he said earnestly, and I'd like to see more of the world. I waited for him to gather up some effects and say goodbye to his family before accompanying him on board. Let us head out to the Wine Dark Sea. A new nation has been founded. I feel like I might have been able to handle that better, but that's fine. Officers, mascots, Tinkerer, +2 to Veils. Comatose Ferret gives +1 to Hearts. Alright. Well, onward then. Launch. Let's see if we can head back. a jelly fleur. Uh-oh. I would really like the ability to fire behind me. That would be very useful. I do kind of want to know what it drops, though. Uh-oh. Ow. Motherfucker. My hull is at 25 out of 75. Holy shit. Okay. That's not good. Oh, we succeeded a hearts challenge. Oh shit, that can't be good. Come on, finish up. There we go. Jellyfleur's End. The jellyfleur. Is it a young jellyfish? Oh, jellyfleur, not jellyfleur. Jilly. Is it a young jellyfish? A lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the Z. Let's pick it up. Scoop it up. A spreading stain. It's gone. You are left with gooey gloves and a buttery smell. All this purple thing. And this purple thing. Is it an egg? A heart? A less fortunate traveller, dissolved and shriveled to more of ruin? Well, at least we'll put it somewhere safe. I don't really know that, I don't really know that Fallen London, or that, Sunless Seas is thalassophobia-esque, but there is a possibility that it could count. I would really like to repair Mutton Island and Quaker's Haven. Good. Because the hull took a beating. But I don't think I have enough supplies to repair at the moment. Let's head back to London, see if we can manage that, at the very least. I need to pick up a few more supplies before we go off on our main voyage. I want that ship. I want that ship. Okay. Ooh. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Someone wants to sign on. Interesting. The Rose Market bustles on Rose's Wharf. Who will be there today? Ooh, okay. Very quickly, let's grab some supplies. Actually, can we... Scrap of log. Hold on. Buy supplies. Shipyard. Can we repair? I'm sure there's a way to repair. I can't remember what it is. The Scintillac Sure, let's sell it. We don't need that at the moment. And sell the parabola linen. Makes us a decent amount of money. Strange catch. Usable in combat. Lures a submerged Z-beast to the surface. Oh gods, okay. Oh. A Ratus Faber assistant? No, we already have one, technically. Elderly Steeple Edge engine. Witten Optical. Is that our torch? Maybe later. Rose's Wharf, what have we got? A starving poet is looking for some solace fruit. We do not have any of that. Escort some interested acquaintances to the Roses Market. To the Rose Market. They hoped this will usher in a new day at the Rose Market and perhaps new buyers. I see. Okay. Let's consider a specialist surgeon who increases hearts and iron. Yes, I will take that. Okay. Officers. Surgeon. Increases iron 32 and hearts 31. That's not too bad. Yeah, Fallen London, well, Sunless Sea, I guess. But Fallen London from Sunless. Sunless Sea from Fallen London. Has a decent soundtrack. When it plays, that is. It should be good. Okay, that's the tutorial book. We don't need that right now. Okay. Launch. We have supplies. Don't have the ability to repair yet. I'm a little worried about that because my hull is at 15 out of 75. That's a major issue. The hull is damaged. You can repair it in London's dry docks or at Z by clicking the repair button. Repairs at Z are slow and consume supplies. Available if your hull is at 50%. Is at 50% or better. Ooh. Huh. So we can't repair if we're lower than. Oh. Okay. How in the world do we repair if we... That can't be good. How do we fix... Okay, well, I guess we'll find out then. A repair yard. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm surprised that London doesn't have a repair yard. Maybe I'm wrong. Echo Bazaar. Can we go through here? Nope. Well, I just fucked myself a little. Okay. I was wondering if we could go under the bridge. The answer is no. Definitely not. Oh, the Department of Medicine Eradication. I didn't realize it was that close to the ocean. Gotta go to Medway historically for the real repair docks to London. I don't think Medway exists here. I'm gonna be honest, Sophia, I don't think Medway came down with the rest of London. I'm not entirely certain that Wolfstack is even a real place in London, though I might be wrong about that. Yeah, I do. Hunter's Keep, Low Barnet. Looking for Gideon's Morn? Or Gideon's Morn? I don't quite recall. You have gained a secret. Speak to your officers to improve your abilities. This area is worryingly dark. Alright then. Ah, I think we're getting close to the tomb colonies. Yes, we are. At Fallen London, you can choose put the ship in dry dock, which will allow you to spend echoes to repair the ship. Huh. I don't think I saw that option. That might be my fault, though. Ornman Stag. Also obligatory, we stole your flagship right from Midway. Huh. Did that actually happen? Did someone steal a flagship from Medway? I'm curious. A bat swarm! No! No, we leave the bat swarm alone. The bat swarms are dangerous. Venderbright. This is a tomb colony, I think, Venderbright. There isn't really a winning situation in Fallen London, then. It's mostly... Well, we started the stream by dying. So, you know, it's a time. Prickfinger Wastes. Raid on the Medway while the British fleet was mothballed during one of the Anglo-Dutch wars, set fire to half a dozen ships and towed the British flagship away. Also the first use of naval infantry, aka Marines. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can find that dry docking option, because my hull is not looking good. And it would be helpful. Chugga, 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 chugga. There are degrees to losing, I suppose. I don't think anything is ever really a win in Fallen London. Oh! An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here looking for those. I have nothing to hide. Returning to London. I'll collect messages. The Merchant Venturer. Shipyard. Is there a dry dock option? I'm not seeing one. Oh. Do not jettison cargo, my god. Shut up, Zem. Ah, here it is. I found it. Okay. A complete repair, probably? Oh, that costs 100. That costs 75, though. It's not that much worse. Okay, let's do a full repair. Yay! Okay. Now we can launch. And we need to find Gideon's Morn. With that in mind... Let's see where we end up. My gunnery officer is not, in fact, a child, no. They're a Longshanks gunner. They're a recent graduate from the Urchin gangs. So they're like... late teens. Okay, let's head... Let's see if we can map this entire section first. Pressing H key will blow your horn. This has no useful function and may provoke nearby Z beasts or hostile vessels. Amazing. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh. Bonk. Oh, I missed. Bonk. Yay. You've destroyed a crack pirate steam pinnace. Loot and scuttle her. She's a vile old vessel, and these Z's aren't safe. Take what you can get, and move on. These pinnaces don't sail from their hidden harbors. Don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but there's something at the back of the hold. Stout crate, the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. Crate of fuel. Okay, that's not too bad. Onwards we go. Crack pirate steam pinnace. Pin-us. Pinnace. Not penis, pinnace. As in pincers. Ooh, I almost crashed into that. God damn it. This place is very foggy, I don't like it. Oh, there's another jellyfish over there. Okay, let's slow down for a second so that I can take a look at our map. We don't want to be stuck without fuel. That's for sure. Hey, Luca. Welcome. It's a pinnace. Oh, docks. Albertine Gates. The Cumean Canal, everybody! The Cumean Canal! Welcome to the Cumean Canal! My fucking god, this game just makes the jokes for me. Oh my god. You know, I was fine with the pinnace, but the Cumean Canal? My god. Ugh, leave me alone, crab thing. There we go. I love using heavy artillery on things that definitely don't need heavy artillery to be used upon. The Megalops. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Let us dissect it for knowledge. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You gain 25 fragments. Yay. Nice. I did not miss Zen and you harassing me about pinnace income at the same time. I did not miss that, Beluga. I saw it. I'm not entirely certain if it's a good idea to venture into the fog. But we shall see. Gianotti Harbour. At least we can still kind of see our enemy is. Kind of. Those are some big fortifications. I'm glad that I am not playing Black Flag, because if I was, I'd probably be expected to attack that at some point. Ooh, we're heading into the dark now. Adam's Doom. That's a whirlpool. I don't think we're gonna go near the whirlpool, actually. That's probably a bad idea. We are running a little low on fuel, though. Maybe we should turn back. An unfinished revolutionary. Oh, unfinished revolutionaries. Alcaeus class Corvette. They're faster than me? We need some supplies. Uh-oh. Ah. Come on. Ugh. I see what it does. Interesting. I missed. Darn it. Ugh. Catch him. Perfect. Whoa. Almost there. Probably repair the hull at some point. Ah, I missed. Bonk. Hey! You've defeated an Alcaeus-class vessel, crippled, broken, already feeding the Z's endless hunger. Little remains of the ship, but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Investigate the wreckage. You steer close, shining the lamp on the debris. Captain, quick! Over there! Port side! The pirate poet. The legendary clay woman Corsair. She clings tight to the last few scraps of floating debris, defeated but defiant. Ooh. Salvage cargo or... Do we rescue the pirate poet, everybody? And then turn in a bounty, I suppose. What do we think, chat? Do we rescue the pirate poet? Oh, I don't know, Zen. Maybe we should leave her to the mercy of the Z. Beefy pirate lady, you rescue her? Fair enough, I guess. It takes 3 crewmen to pull the pirate poet from the Z's clutches, while others mutter about bringing an unfinished man, an unfinished woman, aboard ship. She just smirks. She carries little on her but the verses of poetry tattooed over every visible inch, and an old sword almost as chipped as she is. Fortunately, her salvaged possessions also include the jangling money purse on her belt, fat and ready to pay the traditional freedom price of her current bounty. As much as the crew could subdue her, all are relieved once she is aboard a lifeboat, rowing away through the darkness towards Gator's Morn. I need to go to Gator's Morn, god damn it! She did pay me 400 echoes, though. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take the 400 echoes. But I need to go to Gator's Morn. Where the fuck is that? Ah! Darn it. Let's quickly run a repair. Though that is going to use some supplies. Ooh. I would like to stop using supplies, please. Game, I don't want to starve. Game. Fuck. Albino More. Ah! Ooh, shit. Ow. Fathom King's Hold. Okay. Mouths to feed. Your crew groans with hunger. That's not great. Can we dock at Fathom King's Hold? And maybe buy some supplies? Is that an option? Maybe cut up the moray? Ah. Let's try cutting up the moray, I guess. Ow. I don't think... Ooh, that is... Oh, yeah, nope, there we go. Goodbye! Yeah, that was bound to happen. I was overconfident and a little bit silly. Ah, just as I got 400 echoes as well. Goodbye, my ship. Goodbye. I'm gonna take the chart this time. Yeah. The chart will be very useful. Phew. Huh. Oh boy. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. Alright. Ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof. We've been going for about an hour and a half now, and I've had to do a bunch of stuff today, and I'm not really feeling very, existent, which is why I decided to play Sunless Sea, because it's a relatively chill game. I think we're gonna call it for the evening, tonight. I'm gonna throw you all at TB Sliver, who's playing gory, cuddly carnage. Thank you all very much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with something. We shall see what. As for now, have a very good evening.